The paradox. Imagine waking up tomorrow, and every human on Earth owes money. Not for a house, not for a car, just for being alive. Right now, global debt is so huge. If we divided it equally, every person would owe tens of thousands of dollars, babies included. Here's the paradox. We all owe money to ourselves. So the question is simple. Who are we really in debt to? And what happens when it can't be paid? How we got here? After World War II, the world was broken. Cities in ruins, economies empty. To rebuild, nations borrowed. To grow, they borrowed more. And when growth slowed, they borrowed again. Debt was supposed to be a bridge from today's pain to tomorrow's prosperity. Fast forward to today, global debt, over $300 trillion. That's not a typo, that's a 3 with 14 zeros. Think of it like this. The world makes about $100 trillion a year, but owes 3 times that. It's like earning 100 rupees, but owing 300 rupees every single year, and still shopping. How the debt machine works. Let's simplify. Modern money is born from debt, not gold, not sweat, debt. When governments want money, they don't print it like newspaper. They issue bonds. That's just a fancy word for lend us money today. We promise to pay you back later with interest. Banks buy those bonds. Pension funds buy them. Even other countries buy them. Now here's the magic trick. Banks don't lend saved money. They create new money by typing numbers into existence. Poof, new money, new debt. It's like a game of musical chairs, but every round they add more players. Without adding chairs, debt grows, interest grows, and the music never stops. Why? Because if it stops, the system does too. So, to pay old debt, we create new debt. It's not a bug, it's the feature. When reality hits, every system meets reality eventually. In 2008, it happened. Banks handed out loans to people who could never repay them. But everyone pretended they could, until they couldn't. Boom! Markets crashed, jobs vanished, homes were lost. Governments faced a choice. Let the system die, or drown it in money. They chose the money. Trillions were created. Interest rates dropped to near zero. Debt didn't shrink, it exploded. Then came COVID, lockdowns, stimulus checks, even more trillions. The debt balloon grew, bigger, heavier. Now interest rates are rising, and suddenly that cheap debt isn't cheap anymore. Countries aren't just paying back loans, they're paying interest, on interest, on interest. That's when people start whispering, this can't go on forever. The ripple effect. So what does impossible debt mean for you? First, inflation. When more money chases the same goods, prices rise. Your salary stays, your bills don't. Second, higher taxes. Governments need revenue. Guess who's easiest to reach? Third, aging population. More retirees, fewer workers, more promises to keep, less money to keep them. And finally, less room to breathe. In the next crisis, governments already owe too much. It's like maxing out every credit card, then facing a medical emergency. There's nowhere left to swipe. Debt doesn't just sit in spreadsheets. It shapes policies, wars, elections, and your future. The unsettling truth. Here's the truth no one likes to say. The global debt will probably never be fully repaid. Not by cutting spending, not by higher taxes, not by growth alone. Instead, it gets managed, rolled over, inflated away, quietly. Debt is no longer a temporary tool. It is the system. We live in an economy built on promises that require tomorrow to be bigger than today, forever. But on a finite planet, forever is a dangerous word. So maybe the real question isn't, how do we pay it back? But what happens when faith runs out? If the world can't repay its debt, who do you think will pay the price? You, your children, or someone else? Tell me in the comments, is global debt a ticking time bomb or just the new normal?